And of course, right before I hit go live, something decides to fall, and it goes right before I hit it. And I was originally going to do Plagueland farming, and what happened there was basically someone beat me to it, and so we're here in the Scarlet Graveyard. Let's grab some people. Let's get some mobs here. Come here. And you. There we go. And so let's start talking about our new stuff today. And did you, and I don't know if you've heard this one yet or not, but you probably have. And, oh poo, where's my auto attack thing? I don't have it yet. Oh, there we go. I think I got it. Yay. Okay. So there was a player named Balogan, whom, why am I not attacking you? Oh, you're too far away. No wonder. Silly thing. Oh, well. It's been a while since I played, too. So please forgive me. Please forgive any silly points here, like I'm wanting to chase them down. I know I could judgment of justice them, but it's just not worth it to switch around like that. And there we go with the last one. So he got a red card. Valoran Belogan did. And it was for, he stepped on the leg of another player. They were fighting for control over I'm assuming fighting for control over the ball. I'm not quite sure what they were in the leg contest over, but they were. And so what happened was he got this red card, which starts a whole problem here. If you come over to me, that's okay, but I don't think you will. No, you won't. Good. And now he got issued a red card, which means you have a one-game suspension in the World Cup if you go on through. Well, what happened next? What happened next is this, where Donald Trump asked FIFA to review this suspension. And we're just going to see if we can't get this whole room. Let's just try for it. Why not? So he did, which on itself... Where are you? There you are. Which is in clear violation of about anything, and it just absolutely is. You know, because you're an agent of the government, you're not supposed to be doing this kind of thing and intervening on behalf of a sporting thing. And, okay, I gotta reposition all these mobs. I'm sorry, I've got a little bit of a lack of focus problem here. There we go. I think I can clear out this room. Just let him go. Yes, I absolutely can. So Donald Trump asked FIFA to review its decision, which was already reviewed. It gets reviewed basically under instant replay rules, so it was already done. So let's go around here. Let's make sure that we can do that. There we go. Now, so it's clearly against the rules, and let me show you here where that is. And that is over here in this tab where FIFA rules get. Now, where FIFA rules specifically do this. They strictly prohibit it. It's 14.19 and 2.2 of FIFA, and come on. So it's under those rules of the FIFA statutes. Any government entity does that. And if you do this, then you get DQ'd out of the tournament, basically. Like you don't get anything out of it. There's my last one, I wonder. You vanished. Can't do that one. Well, okay. Where are you? Where are you? I'm supposed to be... I don't know how. I don't know how. It just showed me continuously in, so I might as well keep going. So this is up against several things. It's I'm just gonna piddle on those two so I can get this back up so I can see what I'm doing here. It's it is 14, 18, and 2, 2. Okay, come here, you. And it's just specifically prohibits that. And if it has happened, what happens is you are disqualified. You don't get to come back. You don't get to spin again, basically. Will that get me out? No. I'm stuck. Oh dear, this may have to be a spirit regen a minute. Oh. But in any event, once I get up here anyway, I have to change auras and go from there. So, while I'm spirit regenning in the graveyard, let's just keep going here. And we'll go onward and upward. Belgium actually challenged this. And they were told, of course, no, they're not changing their minds yet again, which brings up the item of whether or not did we just deal with celebrity justice on an international scale? Did we? Did they cave into him? Was that disco dancing Donald up there? Was that correct? Was it? Are they, and are they playing games here? Are they truly playing games with it? And, excited but shocked, U.S. soccer fans struggle with the FIFA call. The red card committee hits back after Fury. They're not, it doesn't seem like anybody's happy. Nobody's happy about this decision. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to balance two things at once. And nobody's happy about this decision, which means that if... oh, Lord. That no matter what... I forgot to do you. That's what it is. I forgot to get them first. That's what's going on. I can actually switch back now and just let Retriora handle it. So, with all that comes... Is LA listening? Is Los Angeles listening? I don't know. Did I just draw more? Yes, I did. Let's heal our way out of this a minute. Let's heal our way out of this a minute, right? We got to get rid of this thing first. That's the bigger problem here, and I don't have enough mana to really do anything. But what's to prevent, say, Los Angeles 2028 from getting... What's to prevent that? What's to prevent him from interfering with LA 2028? Why am I not hitting him? Where is my auto attack? I have it somewhere. Oh, there it is. There it is. I found it now. Like I said, it's been a while, and the best way to practice again is to just find a bunch of green mobs or just solo an instance like this. And so, is LA listening? Are they? I don't know. Are they watching what's going on? Because guess what? It's coming. Oh, I'm finally out of combat. I don't know how that happened. What'd I do? I don't know what I did, but I'm glad that I am, because that gives me this little break. I don't want to turn into metal, you silly thing. I wanted to do that. Now, so, with all that done, what if he calls about the Olympics in 2028? What if he does? What happens then? Will the International Olympic Committee reverse their result because they don't want to hurt his widow feelings? Is that going to truly be the case? Sorry, turn on Devo again. Alright, let's try this again at full health and full mana. And around we go. Oh, I don't see anything there. Okay. Come here. There. Now that I found where most of my macros went, now I know how to, I can do this just a little bit better and I won't look so pathetic, okay? So, yeah, what happens if somebody's, like, someone comes in second in the 100-meter dash, and guess what? They just happen to know billionaire friends. What if they know those billionaire friends? Oh, I'm full. Oh, well, that's not good. That's not good. I forgot to clean my bags, didn't I? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I know exactly what I did. Well, I'm just going to get rid of them right now. There's a few things I can do. Oh, really? I have one of those. Let's get rid. Good heavens. I can't believe I had that in my bag. There we go. There we go. Now we can just round up the rest here. Yeah, and like I said, this is and you know, it's a pay-to-play deal and all of that, and we're going to go through the BlueSky archive in a minute here. Let's get to the right thing. I've got one hitting behind me, and I don't like that. There we go. Now, so this could happen anywhere for any kind of event. Anything. As long as something doesn't go his way. And it again goes back to my general theory about what's going on here. Sorry, I had to take a drink. And it revolves around the idea that this is a man that has never been told no a day in his life, and it shows. It absolutely shows, doesn't it? We're just going to get to the boss here. And then after that, we'll warp out and we'll hearth out, and then we'll clean out our bags, okay? And we might try to do some Plagueland running. I don't know, because the flight path will give me a perfect time to go through the BlueSky list, and we can talk about it, and then I'll let you all go, and I can play without being distracted, and I might be able to actually do something right. Right. But it's like he's never been told no a day in his life, and neither of these people that have been around him. But Donald Trump is their superior, and they're not used to being told no, much less how to tell no. And so what happens when they're finally told no for the first time in their lives? Well, everything starts. That whole gentle parenting thing begins, and you can absolutely tell that this would be interpreted today as a gentle parenting thing. And because what happens when he's told no? You see what happens. He throws that fit. That's what begins. The fit begins. The negotiations begin. He's trying desperately to look for a win, and he's got it right now with this FIFA thing. I know. I'm okay with no cloths, okay? I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine and okay with that. No cloths allowed. No cloths allowed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop a whole bunch of stuff off, and I have a feeling, I will bet you that I don't even have the space in my bank. I'm gonna have to really get rid of stuff. Let's go. Alright, let's go. Ah, how dare you! How dare you! I mean, I'm not supposed to be missing like that. How on earth? Because this is, the level difference should be way more than enough. Okay, there it goes. Now, so, but my solution to this, by the way, and I'm sorry I got too distracted, whacked it here in Warcraft, and but my solution to this for the 2028, there's going to have to be an alternative placement. Go away. Aww. That could have been used a long time ago. That really could have. But anyway, my solution is you're going to have a different, you're going to have a different setting. There's going to have to be a different place to do this stuff. And, oh, why do I have that? Yes, I'm going to get rid of that. Yes, and I know that will bind it. But there's an alternate location that needs to be done. London's a good place. They've recently hosted. So is Paris. Let's go through the list here. Let's just go through the list by who's done what. And, okay, we're going to start here in North America. I know Montreal did one once, and we're looking for non-US cities that have hosted an Olympiad. So I know that Montreal did. Mexico City did. The most recent, this way I'm in the wrong shop. I need to repair first. I know the most recent one out of this hemisphere is down at Rio de Janeiro. I don't know how much of their stuff is still there, but if it is, it is. If it is, it isn't. So let's keep going. We'll head into the Far East next. I'm saving Europe until last, and I've got my reasonings for this. Well, if that's going for $1.50, I'm gonna put it up for $1.50, and we'll see what happens. So let's go around. Tokyo hosted in 2020, and they hosted once before. Beijing, but I'm gonna rule Beijing out. I'm going to absolutely rule Beijing out in here, and because they're going to go to LA. They're going to go to that one. Let's think about who's going to be going there. Like North Korea, they're going to go there. Russia will go there. China will go there. Any third world dictator that wants to cozy up, they're going to try and do that. Ooh, okay. And let's finally try to get rid of that. We're going to try to finally get rid of some of these things, too. Yes, go away. But I wouldn't put it there. I would not put it there. Well, I already know that. Why am I keeping that? I've already known it. So we got to Sydney. We skip Africa. Because Africa is the one continent that I don't believe has ever hosted an Olympiad. Let's see if that'll go. Because I kind of need the money. I spent a whole lot. So, no, and no, because those are all mine. Now, what are we left with here? You, when we can get rid of you. We can get rid of that. Yeah, we can get rid of those. Oh, there's wool cloth. Let's get rid of that too. Which then, this leads us into Europe for Olympic cities, by the way. So, let's go through the list of Olympic cities. We have Berlin. I'm saving a couple for in a minute. Barcelona, Spain. I remember when it was there. Oh, and I forgot Seoul, South Korea. I forgot Seoul, South Korea over in Asia, and they could do that. But then that would put Kim Jong-un in a very hard place because he would have to figure out whether he should go to the alternative games, cross your fingers, let's hope, or should he take that North Korean delegation over to the Los Angeles games to appease Donald Trump. See, again, that's that whole never being told no a day in his life. And when you're told no, the defenses begin, the negotiations begin, the fighting begins, the screaming like a toddler begins. He was told no. That's what it was. That's all it was. That's all it ever was. And there's a secret no. There's a secret no that would really, really hurt on everything his believers think about. And I'm going to save that a minute. But let me think here. We were at Barcelona. Paris did an Olympiad. They had the most recent one. London's always able to do one on the spur of the moment. I don't know how they do it, but they can. So if you want a place that can do it in 2 years' notice, it would be London, and everybody would go there instead of to Los Angeles, where this is going to happen again. If you don't think this is going to happen again, if you don't think Donald Trump is going to go, see, because I'm on the flight path, I can actually talk and not try to be two places at once. If you think for a minute that Donald Trump is not going to try that in 2028, think again. He's already done it. He's already done it now, and it's coming. It's absolutely, utterly coming. And if you want the perfect smackdown against this, you hold the alternative Olympiad between Rome and Athens, Greece. And here is why. They have this strange fascination, a fixation with ancient Greece and ancient Rome. So if you can put it there and wind up having the better sporting event than what Donald Trump has, you're going to absolutely, utterly embarrass him. And again, how do you not think this is going to happen? He laid out his entire game plan, and everybody was like, oh, well, oh, he's never going to get away with that. Oh, Congress is going to stop that. Oh, I can't believe, oh, this will happen, and oh, they'll impeach him at some point, and oh, well, maybe the courts will tie him up, and oh, well, maybe this will happen. And you can see, is it happening? No. No. Oops. Senate elections. We need to go here in a minute. And we need to go right there. Oh, it did a state. Oh, phooey. Come here. I want the whole picture. Open the image. There it is. Okay. Can I zoom in or not? There we go. Yay. All right. Because this is where we'll have to eventually go after our time here on the BlueSky news feed. Now, so let's go through it. Let's start off here. And whoops, come back here. I didn't want to go like that. Okay, so a Delta Airlines flight that reported being hit by a fire. Reconnection successful. Okay, I'm reconnected. It still says I'm broadcasting. Okay, it still says I'm broadcasting. Yay! The USA will take on Belgium. This is why they appealed, was because they would get a DQ in an instant. They would get a DQ in an instant bye. Okay? That's the whole reason why. It may be a selfish reason, but it is an actual reason. An anti-inflammatory diet may play an important role in reducing dementia risk, so start eating more blueberries. And pomegranates. I love a pomegranate. Oh, it's so good. let's see here. We're just going to head right on down. Like I said, a police sergeant responding to a 911 call about a break-in, and hunter loot shots in an Ohio home was fatally hunter looted, and the suspect and 2 other people also are no longer alive. Let's see here. Where was that in Ohio? I'm just curious now. Oops. Rittman, 40 miles south of Cleveland. Okay. Man, Wayne and Medina County sheriffs were there. The big boom you heard a second ago was, I have my little table here and I wobbled it, and that's what you heard. Oh, we're still on flight. Okay, we're still on flight, and I'm hoping I can here. From Jake here himself, Jake Bro. A Russian man is waiting in line at a gas station. I've had enough of this since the man to his wife take the wheel. I'm going to go Putin. 2 hours later, he returns and sits back in his seat. Did you him? Asked the wife. No, the line to Putin is longer than this one. I don't doubt it. Okay. I don't doubt that at all. You know, I do not doubt that at all. Because right now in Russia, you can't get gasoline at all. I mean, you really can't. Where's my studio? There we go. Just curious there to have that up. And I don't expect anybody to be watching, but here we are, okay? So, you know, here we are. There wasn't anybody there. I'm not surprised. Graham Plattner now. Oh, about the Russia thing. I never did finish that. How close are we now? Okay, we're getting pretty close. We're getting pretty close there. But there's no gasoline in Russia at all. At all. The lines go on for miles and miles on end, and if you're not there right at the start of the day, man, you might as well just go home. You're not getting gas today. You are not getting gas at all that day. And they're rationed out because all the refineries have been bombed out because people decided to take pity on them and was like, well, for the good of the world, you need to sell some Russian oil because Iran closed the Strait of Hormuz, which was all a part of the plan to begin with, but that's beyond the point. The entire point behind this was to do an appeasement to Vladimir Putin, and the easiest way to do that is to have this complicated plot, but it's a huge conspiracy theory. It's a huge conspiracy theory. I know it's not a conspiracy fact, but it seems very strange that when Russia was running out of money, the Strait of Hormuz magically got closed. And then everybody was like, well, for the good of the world. Ukraine said, nope. And they took out all the refineries. Now, what I want to know, though, is how is it at Vladivostok? Okay, and for those that don't know, Vladivostok is on the other end of Russia. It's on the Alaska end of Russia, down toward the North Korean border. It's actually the closest, I believe, Russian city to the border, because there's some restricted things. Let's just see, just for giggles. Let's see, just for giggles. Come on. It has been very hot lately, and I've got my door closed, and it heats up really quick in here. Oh, well, I see a few. Aw, somebody took my mining spot. No fair. Well, that's okay. But yeah, they said, no way, we're not doing that, and we are getting that done up. I'll show you with just 2 here. It's so much easier with just a couple to show you here, just a couple of green mobs. And this is just easy squeezy Paladin AoE tanking, and if you get that, you just cleanse right away because it's a very dangerous thing to have. It's a very dangerous debuff to have because it takes away your mana. Even though my mana's in the kitchen making cookies. Now, but here we are. So you see, really easy, right? We're going to make a complicated pull in a second here, just as soon as I mana up. And we're going to pull that whole grouping. Well, some of that gripping. Maybe. Maybe? Seems to be a lot of people here today, aren't there? It's just the luck of the draw, you know? Sometimes there's somebody there and sometimes there's not. But I couldn't get a full clear of Scarlet on Graveyard, and that kind of upset me, but that's my own fault because I couldn't get everything done up and get my things organized. Ah, you rotten things. Yeah, but you left me that. But there's a mithril deposit. Let's go get that. It's along the Mithril Mile, too, so I can show you the rest of that. But, here we go. And with those oil problems by the what? Let's head back there. I know it feels jumbled up, but with that, I know you can be mad at me all you want. It's mine. Oh. Yeah, but with all those gasoline problems comes like regular economy problems, just period, end of discussion. You've got this big problem. We're just gonna have to go one at a time. Sorry, and sorry, it's just the way it is. Do I have my? Oh, I don't have my urgent thingy. No wonder they're not giving anything. I need to equip my urgent thingy. I'm gonna replace the carrot. Now, then our next story here with those lines comes just a general blow up with it, with the economy, and this is what's coming. Coming soon, right? Let's just get 2 again. Because that seems to be the best we're going to get. I can usually get to 5 or 6 if there's nobody else around. Oh, I'm fine. Go away. Oh, he's behind me. Go away. He was behind me, no wonder. Let's take a drink here, because you have to drink after every friggin' poll. So, for our next point, this is coming soon to the USA. The gas shortage is real, because the Strait of Hormuz has been closed for that long. And with being closed for that long, comes that problem. It comes the problems. And it's all economics. Farming depends on that oil. Because guess what? They get their fertilizers that way. See, some other Paladin has the same idea I do. So, I mean, there's a whole lot of people tonight. Classic is really rocking. It is really rocking today. I'm kind of proud of our little hamlet. Even though I can't get a mob, I'm kind of proud of it. So let's see if we can find a spot where I can get some mobs anyway. Let's see what we can find in the heat, right? Let's see if we can go to the ruins. We'll see if we can go there. Now, so our next point here, as we go down the BlueSky news stream here, Graham Plattner says he is taking the time to reflect on the best path forward after denying new forcible copulation allegations. And this is the deal. He was ready to pull off a big election victory and Susan Collins' seat in Maine. And guess what? This suddenly comes up. It seems like a torpedo attempt. They called this for, do you remember the, who was that for Supreme Court? Clarence Thomas, wasn't it? Ooh, good job. But you remember that one they did, and they pulled him in, and the Republicans all said this is a torpedo job, blah, blah, blah. But everything right now feels like a conspiracy, don't it? I mean, everything just lines up. Donald Trump talks to FIFA. And guess what? Suddenly, there's no more suspension. We'll just do some onesies here, just make it easier on me. You know, someone gets a hold of him, and they happen to be a billionaire donor, and suddenly they get really special treatment. No, I'll use rank 1. They get really, really, really special treatment. That's a curse. Philly. And when is it enough? When is the special treatment enough? I'll get those 2 first, and I'll focus on that so I can show you a little that I'm not completely inept, okay? I'll put my focus there in a minute. But at some point, you're going to have to say, when is it time to do something? Why can't I mount here? Oh, that's considered a house, isn't it? That's what it is. Come here, you. Come here. There we go. So let's focus here. But Plattner was going to pull it off, and he was going to upset Susan Collins of Maine. Because, you know, anytime the incumbent loses, it's pretty much automatically going to be considered an upset. And it's because of how our system is built. It's got a lot of incumbency protections in it. And it absolutely does. Get it. Whack. So, any time something like that can happen. It's a huge deal. It's a huge upset. So, he was on his way to doing it, and then it seems like the torpedo comes. And it's... Are you a Siri also? Yeah, you are. No matter what, I have to get one of you, don't I? Yeah. There's certain ones you just don't like, and that's one of them. Oops. Can I get rid of that? Nope. Phooey. I thought I could. Sorry. So after this school, I'm going to have to drink anyway. But it's just so weird. And it's very much like the whole deal back in the 90s, where the Republicans said this was a torpedo job on Clarence Thomas's nomination. But while I'm drinking here, let's come down this way. Let's see what's next. The El Nino effect, we already can feel that. The East Coast of the United States has been on a huge thing. Hey, there it is. Join me at 8:30 tonight, and look at that beautiful thing right there. You see that lovely piece of artwork that Meta/Facebook AI did. But the El Nino effect is there, and the other story right there is from the World Cup. So, with those stories out of the way, please remember that we're going to have an alternative Olympiad. So we'll go for a little bit longer. That's not the dispellable one. It has one that can be dispelled, but if it would, it would. I think that's it. There it is, yes. And I've got a very long time before my Hearthstone expires anyways. It's already 9:13, my goodness. We are... Oh, let's get him too. Why not? We'll just get ourselves set up for the next... deal of things. Can I get... Almost no. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my questies here. Let's go here a minute. Oops, come back here. Help. Thank you. What was that? Oh no, I have to do a lot of work there. Yeah. I thought I had a good Plague Land quest that I wanted to do, but it's not in the books. So what the future is going to hold is normal is going to get up to level 51, and once she does that, we're going to be going into Alterac Valley. We'll do some AV and the news, where when it's not AV time, it will be time to go over what's going on in the world, and when the AV stuff pops up, there you go, it's that time. So expect that to come up, and once Normal gets her stuff, I'll probably have to get around with Turkeytentia in or two, because he's got to get a little more. There we go. Okay. So we're going to go right about here, and very few mobs there. And remember, our top story of the day was about this FIFA problem, and it's, watch this story. It's gonna come back in 2 years with the LA Olympics, and if you're not ready for it, if you don't have an alternative, if you're not gonna boycott, then you don't have a chance to complain. Always remember that. You've got to have some proactive steps around, or you don't really have a right to complain. As somebody, and I'm paraphrasing because I'm not sure what the exact quote is, but it started the Stonewall event in the 1960s, 1968, and it was, why don't you guys do something? Well, why don't you? And I will leave you with that. For today's news in Warcraft, this is Turkeytentia, and I wish you a great day and great gaming, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. I'll probably get on normal. Let's get on normal tomorrow, and we'll play with her, okay? Goodbye, everybody.